Hi everybody, this is Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, with a Friday update, the final Friday update before we head off to break. 5 minutes, 5 insights, 5 domains, let's go. Something that I'm thinking about. Last night, we had our winter concert for the first graders to the 8th graders, so L2, L3 in the middle school. And something that I was really thinking about while at the concert and certainly afterwards, in the context of all that's happening in the world, kids growing up with that in mind, exponential technologies, all of the change, something that music does, playing music, performing, we had theater up there as well. It's one of the few things that children do that integrates the entire human system. What do I mean by that? Attention, emotion, memory, timing, collaboration, self-regulation, all of those were on display. You can't outsource those things. You can't prompt those aspects of humans as well. And you can't automate them. When I was listening to the students sing and perform, it reminded me how important this is for schools and for parents to understand that music builds the capacity early for kids to focus, recognize patterns, and as they grow, right, the older kids, those middle school kids, they were showing persistence and also humility. Music does that. Performance does that. It's truly human. I think it's going to grow more and more important for humans to engage in these type of activities. It was such a great show last night. I hope everybody had a takeaway like that as well. Okay, number 2, a shout out. I want to shout out someone who's been here longer than I have. Kindergarten teacher, Sarah Carr-Berry. She is a veteran here. She's been doing this for a long time, right? I've been here 13 years. She's been here longer. What Sarah is a steady presence, but she's also, perhaps for me, just the embodiment of a teacher who understands how to be child focused 100% of the time. She is unapologetic about her commitment to kids. Sarah is a linchpin in the kindergarten team. She's someone who is incredibly dependable to her teammates, to Holly, to Katie, the admin sort of overseeing the lower school. I know parents look to her and are comforted by her experience, her just willingness to put a student first. Sarah, I don't forget all that you have done and all that you continue to do here at Synapse. As we head off into the holiday, I hope you feel really good about what you're able to do with our kindergartners. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, number 3, a look ahead. I'm gonna look ahead to the lab, and I was thinking this would be a great surprise. And then I was thinking we're heading off into holiday break. And then I was thinking maybe no one's gonna watch this video, and this would be really fun to put in the video. Parents, here's the deal. You know who our change maker is. It's LeVar Burton. And guess who's coming to the interactive lab? Yeah, that's right, LeVar Burton. Details are emerging, but we got confirmation this morning. It's something we've been working on behind the scenes since the summer. So get ready, don't miss Interactive Lab, everybody. Our changemaker LeVar Burton will actually be a part of the Interactive Lab. That's a look ahead. Number 4, and speaking of a peek behind the scenes, assessment. That's going on all the time here. Katie Morgan and I were discussing this. Recently, we're discussing it quite a bit of the time, and people probably don't understand what goes into scheduling and making sure the assessments happen. So we talk about map testing, no more marking or dibbles, for example, in the lower school. We have to look at schedules. We have to get the technology ready. We have to look at accommodations. We have to look at the window of time on the calendar. And then of course, there are absences and children's nerves when the tests are being given, or fatigue or illness. It's not at all simple, the orchestration of doing assessments at a school like Synapse, because we are accommodating, we are student-centered. So parents, understand that we need your help too in making sure that the windows of time we set up for map testing, that your kids are available and present and here. It takes a lot of work. We should all thank teachers and the admin, in particular Katie Morgan, for all that has to go into the orchestration of our assessments. And number 5, just because some of the people here at Synapse know I have some firm rules that are not that firm this time of year. One of them, what I mean by rules, it's around how I operate. One thing I do is I avoid sugar during the day at schools. I started this rule for myself years ago because I've been at schools with wonderful families and wonderful parents that drop off all kinds of delicious sugary foods, and I have a weakness weakness. So I have a firm rule, no sugar until 6 p.m. However, that rule is not only compromised this time of year, it is blown up because of all of the cookies and treats that are dropped off for me, but for all of the staff here at Synapse. And here's the thing, I break that rule. I just had, I don't know how many brownies with some 7th grade girls over in the playground. Not because I'm just loosening up on sugar, it's because these cookies, these brownies, these treats represent kindness. They represent care. And that's what this season's all about. As you head off into the holiday, think about kindness, think about what you can do to be a caring individual, how you can take care of somebody else other than yourself. And if that means giving them a cookie, I'll take their cookie. And if it means just giving someone a break and being more gracious over the holiday, you can do that too. That's it. Have a wonderful holiday, everybody. We'll see you in the new year, and go Narwhal. See ya.